Hey, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'll pretty much be talking about the feeling of feeling behind. Um, I would say I currently suffer from this. I guess you could say that. I mean, I've had this feeling for a couple months now. With this job where I just do very mundane tasks, and the pay isn't great. It's not really motivating, and not to be too negative, but I know that there isn't really growth to get up in this business, which is a shame, but you know what? It is who it is. And a couple days ago, I found a new place, and I'll be working there. And this is something that's in the field that I have a passion for, which is finance. And I really do hope that this job will, be able to elevate my level and, make me better at doing things financial and things like that, especially speaking wise. Um, but before that, I felt that my life wasn't going anywhere. Even though I had a job that paid decent and I had little to no expenses, I didn't have much stress other than school, college. And now I'm deciding, do I want to take this new job and, risk that this is a completely new field that I might not be good for or fit for, um, and see how it goes. And I understand that I'm younger. I'm 18, and I have time to do these things, and I can take that risk. But I won't lie, it's pretty scary having to put yourself out there in a new environment and just go like shit. If this doesn't go well, I just lost a job. Now I have no income. Now I can't buy gas for the car or something like that. And I know that my situation is probably quite specific. But I just wanted to get this out there because I felt that a lot of people now, especially on social media, are comparing themselves to other people. These very people who live very lavish lives, or maybe friends or family who post, things on social media, like Instagram, like I don't know, a day like in a foreign country. It's like, but Instagram was made just to show the highlights of your life. It's like nobody really want to care if you just showed like going to work, eat, taking your lunch break, coming home and sleeping. Like no one cares about that. We just post our best moments in our life, and then I go on social media or somebody I know goes on there, and they're like, "Damn, I feel behind in life." But the thing is, there isn't a timer. No one is rushing you. The biggest enemy to your life and your mental health is you. There is nothing that you really should be pushing yourself and stressing out and hurting yourself for to achieve, unless this is something that you really do want. And I do think that comparing yourself to other people to a certain extent is quite healthy. Like if you're just a bum who doesn't like do anything and just like sits at home and like touches themselves, and it's like what the hell are you doing, man? Get out there and go do something. But if you're putting the effort and you're really trying to get somewhere, but then you end up stressing yourself out or doing all these things that can build up and really mess you up later in life. Is it really worth it? I'm not too sure. I mean, for me, I would say since quitting social media, specifically Instagram, I think I felt a lot better. I felt a lot more clear for myself, and I felt that I was able to really get in touch with myself and not have all these distractions and comparisons to the people who I would say I had very unrealistic expectations to or of. And yeah, I just think that's a shame that we live in an age where everything on the internet is just sort of taken as fact or face value. And I do think that that is quite destructive, and I do believe that it's probably, well, sadly, it's most likely going to get a lot worse from where it is now. But I do hope people are going to be a bit more aware that social media isn't everything, and like I said before, we post our highlights on there, and that it isn't worth stressing or ruining your life over just because you feel that you're that you're not making enough money, or you don't have the experience for certain jobs or things like that of the nature. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video so that people can understand that you don't have to stress yourself out or spread yourself thin to do what you want. All you have to do is just focus on what your goal is and just go one thing at a time. And for a long time, I felt that I struggled with this. I felt like I was chasing too many things, whether it was a job or learning a new language or doing other things like that, and I got overwhelmed and it really messed me up. And I've seen other people, maybe sometimes YouTubers, who like said that, just focus on one thing and just work on it. And I've tried it for a couple of weeks now, and I do think I am getting better at what I'm trying to achieve and better myself in. So I was just wondering, you know, maybe it would be a good idea to spread this word that just focus on yourself. Don't worry about the noise. Don't worry about the news. Don't worry about any of this garbage. It doesn't matter. It's just distractions from you becoming better than who you were yesterday, last week, last year, or last month. And yeah, just wanted to make this video to get my thoughts out there and just live your own life. Don't compare yourself to other people. You're your own person, and as long as you're trying your hardest and you aren't holding yourself back in any sort of way, then you're doing more than enough. And that's pretty much it. See ya.